Uh, every time when I begin to design a campaign, I mean this is very formally because we'll learn a lot these 2 days. And before that, we also design campaign. But every time before we design it, I already always consider two things: whether we have database, so we have the we have the target audience, but whether we have database on hand or whether we have some agency we can buy database. And the second one is internal resources, whether we have sales or consultants to support us. So that's why this campaign come out. Last year, I'm going to talk about campaign and design for Southern China because I'm in charge of two market. One is Hong Kong, one is Southern China. Hong Kong, I'm going to borrow some idea from Nikki. It's quite similar with Singapore. And Southern China is a very new market, even in China. So Southern China has a couple of features. The very obvious feature is one of the developed area in China. It's faster growth, but the company used to not DDI's target audience because it's majority POE and small size POE, but they develop very fast. And the second is last year we worked on a lot of partnership events, so we get a database for those POEs, not too much, but it's okay for us to make a second or third touch to warm them up. So this is why. And talking about another component I'm thinking is. Yes. Okay, talking about another components I'm thinking is we have resources right now in South China. Even we don't have office there. This is my challenge, but we have two senior consultants based there. They work at home, and when salespeople based there, and the salespeople already join us for almost 1 year. She's quite ready. So for marketing people and consumer, how to support them, how to work that market up for them to, for DDI to use all those resources based in South China. So I have internal resources, I have database. So that's why I designed this campaign to make the second touch for those database. And sorry about that. Okay, so the topic title of the campaign is From Capability to Profitability, Realizing the Value of Tailor Management. Because those POEs, they really care about their profitability. They're very cost concerned. So I have to. This is the whole concept, the whole theme of the campaign. I have to bring back because it's first. I mean, it's educational. This buying circle is in the educational level because last year we did a couple marketing events. We directly jump into the solution stage or even the showcase stage. People like it, like competency model, like assessment, MR, but they feel dizzy because they don't know what tailor management means to them. They like a girl, they want all the accessories, dress, but they don't know how to set up an image for themselves. So we want to bring them back a little bit to educate what tailor management real means to them and why it's so important. So okay, so the persona is those POE's business, and let's see, additional. So I'm going to share the emails I'm ready to go. So the first email is from me, as usual, because I already sent a couple of emails, and I'm going to because March, I'm going to send in the end of March. I'm planning to do that, or April, because I'm going to make it personalized. How can I make it personalized in this? I said happy busy March or something like that. I'm just thinking because it's after Chinese New Year's, everybody get busy. So the action. So the main takeaway message is why company need to be more serious on talent management. So I'm going to explain the things down here below, and then we'll come back. So the key message is, I'm going to let them know right now the challenge, what you need to do as an employer, especially as a POE employer. There's so many things, concerns there, but what's the main concerns? Like in 5 years, there's a research report, Aki has ever mentioned years of 2000, like 5 years later, it's going to, in China, it's not so many people available in this labor market because one-child policy. And the second one, we will mention about the wages keep rising up, and everybody know why, because of economic reasons. I'm going to give them some reasons. And there's a talent competition between POE and MNC, so it's hard to find talent or retain talent. All those things I'm bringing up just because I want them to realize that nothing you can do about politician, population, one child, they're one child. You cannot do anything about it. And you cannot do anything about wages because it's eventually raise up, and you cannot be higher than other employee. The only thing you can do is about your talent management. Because once you have a very good talent management system, you are stronger than in branding as a good employer, because you provide very clear career paths to those employees while they make money. We are our employer. We make money and we want to grow individually, and we want to stay in a company has system to help us grow. That's the only thing you can do. That's the key message I want to them to bring after they're reading these emails. So the action, I'm saying that we are in South China, we have 2 consultants just on board last month. So one is already 3 months or something. They are not ready to deliver very complicated courses, but they're ready to talk to our client. That's why I use this email to ask them, call us, set a one-to-one appointment or a 3-to-1 meeting, talk to DDI's consultant, because in South China, everybody know DDI is too expensive, and they have good consultants.
Not too expensive.
Yeah, they want to say, oh, you're good, but you are too expensive, because they want to pretend to be poor, but they're not. Everybody know they're rich, but we just use our brand. Okay, talk to DBI's consultant 1 hour for free, and this is my target for this whole campaign, because I want people not just join our events, because we cannot hold the events very frequently because I'm in another city. So and meanwhile, of course, we will still do the showcase, but between each showcase, we want this campaign to help us keep in touch with our clients, and they can talk to DDI's consultant. This is the action design is there. So I'm going to put some white papers here. So here I made them realize that the only thing you can do is about your talent management. So what is talent management? So talent management white paper, research on top success company, how do they do the talent management research, and I will reuse our newsletter, because we have very good newsletter, and we will send them the recent DDI newsletter so they can have a lot of information. And once they click here, they need to send us name, email, or something, because they probably already in our database, but they probably forward to somebody else. We still need to get their emails. So we provide here, and let me see. I put a lot of word. I need to narrow down. Sorry. Yeah, sign off. So we have very clear action required. Call us. We have 400 number, and reply us to set up a meeting with a DDI consultant. And they are in South China, so we can now they can talk to you, reach you. And I'm thinking also. So this is the first touch. I mean, for this campaign, I'm going to do a second touch, like 1 month later, after Labor Day. I'm going to say, hi, happy Labor holiday. Do you have a happy Labor holiday? Last month, we sent you an email regarding something, and this time, I want to narrow the topic down. You know, we let them realize how important is talent management. Now, right now, Bimo just gave me good ideas. The second time email would be, it is time to figure out top 5 challenges of HR, people in this uncertain time. Something like that really touch their pain, but it's still in the educational level. I'm thinking because I want to educate them that good talent management, what we do to focus on. I mean, what's your challenge there? Do you have enough frontline leaders? Do you have good developed plan for those leaders? How do you assess their shortage to make development? Just to bring all solutions there. But I will stop mention about DEI at that stage also. And then I'm thinking about a third one. Maybe 1 month later, I'm going to set up a webinar. I'm going to set up a webinar and let them try, because I know in South China, maybe people doesn't, get used to this new high technology scene, but we want to be pioneer there. And maybe they're just curious. I'm thinking if I set the challenge of setting webinar is we need a lot of preparation work. We need to call them to let them know how to join this webinar. But I believe people like fancy things nowadays. And we want to set up an image where a talent expert, we have high technology, we have all those new things available. So, and now it's very easy to join us. So the third one will be webinar, and then thinking at the very end we will set real live events and to invite all the POE members, and then I will, because Stella gave us an assignment in the next 6 months, we have to have a client relationship activities. Yes. So I'm thinking I'm going to have a client relationship activity at the end of this campaign. We invite one of the biggest POE Nanshan. We are lucky we have them as our client, and they have keeping buying us, from very small courses to MR to assessment center. Now they are almost come to BIL. So it's like a solution. I will work from now to keep good relationship with that customer. So one day there, we can invite 2 or 3 people, maybe learning and development manager or another director, to come join us to give, all those, to sharing how can they choose CDI, or how did I help them to be a better deployer. So I'm thinking this is the whole campaign in the next 6 months. Thinking.
It's good. So